Ladies, I need y'all to stop acting like HGTV when it comes to dating. Because some of y'all are looking at a man held together by prayer, expired dreams, and one fitted cap and talking about, I can fix him. Girl, you're not Bob the Builder. You're not Lowe's. You're not Home Depot. And for the love of God, you're not the Department of Rehabilitation. Because some women will meet a man who hasn't healed from his ex, owes three people money, lives with his mama, and has a business that nobody has ever seen, and somehow convince themselves he's just misunderstood. No, baby, he's understood. You just ignored the subtitles. See, women get in trouble because we fall in love with potential. Men tend to fall in love with peace, but women often fall in love with possibilities. That's why after 2 dates, some women already got the wedding hashtag picked out. Sis, you don't know that man. You know his representative. Everybody is nice for the first 90 days. Even serial killers had neighbors saying, he seems so sweet. Slow down. You don't need to know if he's your husband after 2 weeks. You need to know if he's emotionally stable. Those are two completely different questions. And can we please stop ignoring red flags because a man is fine? Being handsome is not a personality. Having nice teeth is not emotional maturity. And muscles don't pay therapy bills. Some women see a man who's 6'4" and suddenly forget multiplication. Girl can't even remember her own birthday. He says, I don't really believe in commitment. And she says he's just scared because he's been hurt. No, he told you the truth. Believe him. Stop putting footnotes on red flags. If a man says, I don't want anything serious, don't translate that into, he wants something serious with me. No, ma'am. Rosetta Stone can't help you. Now, as Black women, I think sometimes we feel pressure. Pressure from family, pressure from church, pressure from social media, pressure because Auntie keeps asking, when you gonna settle down? Auntie, you've been divorced 3 times. Respectfully, sit this one out. Everybody acts like being single is some kind of disease. Like if you're 35 and unmarried, people start looking at you like you're a missing person. Girl, relax. Being unmarried is not a moral failure. Making bad decisions because you're lonely, that's what gets expensive. And here's something people don't talk about enough. Marriage rates have gone down across the board in America, but they've dropped significantly in the Black community as well. A lot of Black adults have never married, and fewer Black men and Black women are getting married compared to previous generations. So if you're a Black woman wondering, what's wrong with me? The answer may be absolutely nothing. Social media loves to turn this into a gender war. Black men blaming Black women. Black women blaming Black men. Everybody arguing while nobody's in therapy. Can we all heal? Can we all communicate? Can we all stop taking relationship advice from people whose profile picture is a cartoon? Because some women act like if they don't grab a man before 30, they're going to miss the sale. Baby, marriage is not Black Friday. There are no doorbusters. Nobody's running out screaming, last husband left. Desperation will have you marrying a man because you don't want to be alone. And 10 years later, you're alone with somebody. Which is somehow worse because now you have to share your fries with disappointment. Take your time and observe. Watch how he treats waiters. Watch how he handles stress. Watch if he keeps his word. Watch how he talks about his ex. Because if every woman he's dated was crazy, baby, there's only one common denominator, and he's staring back at you through those Oakleys. Pay attention. Anybody can buy flowers. Anybody can text good morning, beautiful. But consistency, character, accountability, and emotional maturity, that's husband material. And ladies, stop dating projects. Stop adopting grown men. Stop seeing a fixer-upper and calling it God's assignment. God may have sent him, but he didn't tell you to ignore common sense. Because some women hear one Bible verse and think they're Esther. Baby, Esther married a king, not a man whose credit score starts with a 4. Love is beautiful. Marriage is beautiful. Black love is beautiful. But rushing, ignoring red flags, and trying to save people who don't want to be saved is exhausting. Take your time. Pray. Ask questions. Observe. The right man won't be offended by your standards. A man who is truly for you won't disappear because you move slowly. In fact, he'll appreciate the fact that you value yourself enough not to rush. Because being chosen is nice. But being chosen wisely, that's a blessing. And that's the difference between a love story and a testimony.